You are never stuck. I don't care if you have stage 4 cancer, if you have a mental illness, it doesn't define you. Nothing defines us. Yes, we can have pain. I've had pain because of my tumors, right? And I still move forward in it. And I still try to do things that I need to do. Because why? Because the more that we do that, the more we reach our inner peace, our inner knowing, our joy. Because we're finally stepping into our authenticity, into who we are without all the chatter, without all of the fear. But we're going, I'm going to do this.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's just a game I play for fun, but I already.
Hi, my name is Amie. Like, comment, and subscribe to Lux Media Studios. They are awesome. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Loving Your Life, Be Authentically You with me, Amie. I am so happy you are here joining me for another episode. And if you didn't check out last week's episode, go check it out with the amazing Brooke Burke and Brooke Burke Body. She is truly the real deal. When you talk about people, she's my friend, but when you talk about a celebrity, she really is someone that is down to earth and real and loving and caring, and is just really a wonderful woman. So please go check out that podcast, and I'm going to have her back on again, so we'll get to see some more of her. Also, if you like the music from the beginning, please go check out my daughter at true_Istina, ISTINA.music official, and True Istina on all other social media platforms. She's got some music videos out, she's got some songs out, and we got some new things in the works. So please go check her out and show her some love. I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, I just really want to talk about some things that have been on my mind. I think sometimes we are just going crazy with what we're thinking and different things like that. And do we ever really get a chance to slow down and think about life? This was actually my daughter's thought. She was talking about, Mom, what have you done in your life? And I thought, I guess I've done a lot. She's like, you've really done a lot. And I never really thought of it that way. I always think, I'm just doing me and it's not anything big. And she's like, oh my goodness, when you tell me your story of everything you've done in life, I can't even believe you've done it. So I want you to go back. This is what I really want you to take from this. I want you to go back. And if you're thinking, I really haven't done much, or, I'm not special or anything like that, I want you to go back to things that you have accomplished in your life or you have done. This can be as simple as, hey, I cleaned up my whole house. This can be as simple as, I graduated. This can be anything. I got married. I have a new relationship. Anything like that that you have accomplished in your life. I want you to go back and really think about that, because that is something that I think we don't take the time to do. And then we're like, oh, where's my life going? I really don't have much going on. Or we're just struggling with stress and overwhelm and anxiety, rather than looking at, wow, I have really done a lot in my life. So this was my daughter's idea, like I said, and I guess I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I have done and actually how amazing it was when I really think about it. So I graduated from Friends University with a Bachelor of Arts in Music. And I had told my mom that I'm going to graduate in 2.5 years. I'm like, I'm graduating early and I'm going for my music therapy degree, because music therapy to me was so incredible. I could use music as a way in a therapeutic medium to help people through Alzheimer's, to help people through disabilities, mental illnesses, anything like that. And also children, autistic children and stuff like that. So I was really excited to be able to use music as a way of doing that. And so I was like, Mom, I'm graduating early. I'm going to do it. Well, in that time, I became an RA. I was like, well, I want to live in the dorms 1 year. So what did I do? I became an RA. Had so much fun being an RA in the dorms and able to really experience the college experience, but also really have to study. Because why? I was stuck in the dorms. I could not go out because I was an RA. So I'm going to work hard and I'm going to get all of these credits. And I did 20 some credits and I just kept going and going. My professor actually said, hey, I really don't think you can do this. Like, you're not gonna be able to graduate in 2.5 years, and this is too many credits to take. And I said, just watch me. I'm gonna do it. And I did. I graduated in 2.5 years. It was amazing. I couldn't even believe I could do that. So at that point, I'm like, I'm going to University of Miami in Florida. And this was kind of a little interesting story. I actually really wanted to go. My mom was a little scared because she's like, Miami is scary. I'm from Kansas. So I was living in Wichita, Kansas at the time. And it's like, Miami, I don't know about that. And I said, Mom, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. This is where I go with manifestation and with faith and with believing, right? Believing before seeing. So I knew that if I just put myself out there, if it's meant to be, it will come to me. If not, the door will be closed. That's always how I've really lived my life throughout my whole life. And it's amazing to me, actually, because I can't even believe it almost scares me when I think about it, but I just do it. I just jump through the hoops and I move forward. So I decided I'm going to submit to University of Miami. I'm going to submit to Colorado. I'm going to submit to all these cold states, which I don't understand why, because I love the warm weather. But I was like, I'm going to do it. But University of Miami somehow resonated with me the most. And so my mom was coming back from a trip from overseas, and she's sitting with this gentleman, and this gentleman all of a sudden said to her, hey, you know what? My daughter just got accepted into University of Miami. It's an amazing school, and it's wonderful, and it's really hard to get accepted into. So at that point, my mom comes home. I'm with my dad. We're in the family room, and I have the envelope, and I'm like, Mom, this is University of Miami. And she's looking at me, and she's like, okay, I'm excited. And I'm like, what? Because she had said no, right? So I'm opening it, and I'm like, I was accepted. She's like, you're going. And I'm like, wait, what? And it was because of what that gentleman said. So everything was aligning the right way for me to go to University of Miami. So I graduated with my music therapy degree. And while there, I loved singing, but I just didn't have the voice that I could say was professional. And that was great. I just never had it. And so I actually met a gentleman who was trained by Pavarotti, who is an incredible singer. And he is the one who taught me my voice techniques. And I remember him going, okay, you know what? I don't know how this is going to go, but let's try this. And he would have these concerts. And usually you have to be in the studio for like 3 years before you get into a concert. In 6 months, I got into his concert. And he was like, wow, you got it. I'm like, yes, I'm working hard because now it's easy to sing. And that's where my love of music came in, love of voice, all of that. And to me, that's just amazing. If I wouldn't have been to Miami, I would have never met him. I would have never then started doing vocal lessons, piano lessons, because I also had a great piano teacher there who taught me incredible classical music and how to read and the notes and everything better than I even did when I was younger. So I was so excited to do that. And then ended up coming when I ended up getting married, and then I ended up going to Illinois, where I actually was able to have my own music business. And I had over 5 locations with all these teachers, and we did music with children, and it was called Amy's Music Together. And it was so much fun. And then I did voice and piano lessons on top of it. So this is all that I was doing. And I remember also getting the studio for my Amy's Music Together. I was doing things at different churches and stuff like that because that was, free space and it was cheap. And I thought, I'm just going to do it like that for fun. Well, I remember walking past this beautiful space, and it was right next to my daughter's dance class. And I walked by and I was like, oh, this would be perfect for my Music Together business. I can see the beautiful colors, and I can see the wall of the instruments where it's really high up because I had little babies and children that were doing it. And I didn't want them to touch the instruments, and my big drum. And I was so excited. I could just see the vision. So I called them, and they're like, yeah, it's for rent. And then it just happened, and I made it happen. And it was so exciting. I had Christmas programs there, and we had little things that we did with the children, and it was just so much fun, and parent education nights. And so things like that. And so then that happened, right? Then all of a sudden my daughter's like, hey, I really want to do acting. And I thought, you know what? That would be great. But I'm not sure about this. Well, it ended up that we actually had a tornado in our area in Illinois, which wiped out a lot of our city. And we were okay, but we had helped some people with the tornado. And so my daughter and I wrote a song that represented the tornado, and it was called I Surrender. And it was and Don't Surrender. So it was I Surrender from Celine Dion, but it was Don't Surrender. And we changed the lyrics and we ended up putting it out there. We wanted to help the people and wanted to show support in some way and really show what we've been through in our community and how then all of a sudden our community came together and we just all were one basically. So we did that and I submitted it to World Championship of Performing Arts in California. And what happened was we got accepted in a scholarship to come out to LA, to Hollywood, and to perform with all of these different people from other countries. So we were able to do that where we met people in the industry. So from there, we go back to Illinois, and my daughter's like, yeah, I want to do this. So we found a manager and we found a casting director, actually, not even a manager yet. It was a casting director. And then from there, she was auditioning and she got some callbacks. And I'm thinking, then she has something. And so I call people in California. They're like, no, she's too green. She's too green. She can't do it yet. I'm like, okay, so what does that entail? So we ended up getting some acting classes. From there, she did get a call from a manager, and the manager's like, we want to see her like today. I'm like, well, I'm in Illinois. I can't do it. But I thought, why not go for a month?
Believing Before Seeing, a new bestseller by Candace Barr. Order your copy today.
My kids were being homeschooled at the time, and I'm like, let me go. So we ended up coming out here for a month. My daughter was 10 at the time, and we ended up coming out here. She ended up recording her first song called Tight, or no, it wasn't Tightrope. It was Mama Knows Best. And there was another song that she did. She did two different songs. And so we recorded these songs. And then she ended up meeting the manager. That one didn't work, but we went to another manager and she got signed. And I was like, you know what? We're going to keep doing this. And then she booked something, was an industry professional virtual reality thing where she had you put the goggles on, and it was to show people what it was like for virtual reality. And it was about a tornado, believe it or not. So it was about a tornado and a little girl being stuck, and she actually did it, and it was amazing. I also booked something which I thought was really incredible, but it was American Court with Judge Ross, and I couldn't believe I did that. There were so many people there, and I thought, why am I doing this? I'm just doing this for fun, whatever. And there were so many people that knew what they were doing, and for me, I'm just a mom. Like I just came out here not even knowing anything. And I thought, I'm going to do it. And all of a sudden I get a call and they're like, yeah, we want you on the show. And so I was in the show actually, and it was a one taker and it was so much fun. But the thing was, I kept moving forward. Did I know many people here? No. Did I know what was going to happen? No. But we've been here since in LA doing our thing. And now Grace and True is a singer and she's doing amazing with that. And we have a manager for that. That's really wonderful. And so all of these things is what I'm saying is when you really look at your life, you can see all of these little things that you've done and you're like, oh my goodness, I actually did it. I did it. And when you feel like, you're stuck or you feel like things are the same or mundane, look back and go, you know what? If I can do it once, I can do it again. I can move forward. I can upgrade my life. Today, that's what Brooke talked about, upgrading our lives, right? Upgrading it. How do I upgrade it? How do I make it even better than it was? What do I really want? Things like that. And sometimes our fear gets in the way. Sometimes things, our subconscious mind does get in the way. It's almost like somebody that wants $1 million, let's say, but then over here they're like, well, I can't make $1 million. I've never had $1 million. Money is awful. All these things, right? It's the subconscious mind, which the beliefs and the fear come together, and you won't get that. So you have to really work on the subconscious mind and the subconscious programming to really change that belief in you. And once you change that belief, it was like, okay, I can come out to LA. I don't know what's going to happen. You know how many people told me, don't go? Like, what are you doing? Why are you going? You don't even know anyone. And I thought, you know what? I don't, but I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to push forward. And whoever I'm supposed to meet, I'm going to meet. Whoever is going to inspire me is going to inspire me. Did I meet people? Oh, yeah. Did I learn a lot? Oh, yeah. And did I meet people that were, different people of, with the industry? Absolutely. But the thing is that I kept moving forward. And that is the key. And that is our key to our happiness too, right? Our happiness is to move forward in life. You are never stuck. I don't care if you have stage 4 cancer, if you have a mental illness, it doesn't define you. Nothing defines us. Yes, we can have pain. I've had pain because of my tumors, right? And I still move forward in it. And I still try to do things that I need to do. Because why? Because the more that we do that, the more we reach our inner peace, our inner knowing, our joy, because we're finally stepping into our authenticity, into who we are without all the chatter, without all of the fear. But we're going, I'm going to do this. Did people laugh at me about my college thing? Absolutely. My professor was like, yeah, it's never happened. It's not going to happen. Well, it did. I graduated. And then did people laugh at me about coming here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. People thought I was crazy for doing that with my kids. Why would you do that? You don't know anyone. Yes, I did it. And we're still making it work. How? I don't know, but we do somehow. And the people, like I said, that I have met, and even recently, even more, have been so wonderful. They fulfilled my heart, my soul, and all of that. So if you're feeling like, you know what, I can't make it, and I don't know, I feel stuck. I feel bored. I feel like I just can't, I don't even know what's up and what's down. I want you to remember what you have done, whether that's even graduating high school, whether that's even helping a friend out, whatever little thing it is. And always, always be grateful for all those little moments. Those things can pass us by and we're like, woo, but really be grateful for all those little things, from everything, from even buying a house, from wherever you are, getting a car. I don't care what it is, but be grateful for what you have now, because the more that you're grateful, the more you're going to start seeing your life just literally explode, be beautiful. And everything is so, how do I explain it? Everything is so beautiful in the way that you see it in life, the way that you look at it. It's going to completely change your outlook of life. You might see a tree and go, well, there's a tree. Or you're going to see a tree and go, oh, look at the greenery. Look how beautiful it is. Look at the creation that it is. You see the difference? There's a difference in how we look at things. That's upgrading your life. And what's it going to take to upgrade your life? Brooke talked about it even last week, but do you need more sleep? Do you need better nutrition? Do you need to spend more time with the people that you love? Do you need to stop doing something? Do you need to do more things? That kind of thing. What do you want in and what do you want out? What are we pushing out? I talked about even doing that tree position and pushing out that energy, just letting it go and being like, no, this does not help me anymore in life. I don't want this in my life anymore. I need to start fresh. I need to start new. And then, you start changing. You start becoming someone that you really, really wanted to become in the first place. Somebody that you were like, wow, I really wanted this back in the day. And another thing is, let's say you didn't go to college. It's never too late. Let's say you didn't fulfill your dream. It's never too late. People do it at any age. So never think that you are completely stuck. Oh, well, since I did that, now it's over. I didn't do that, so life is over. It's not. You can actually change and do things now. It's just the thing of saying I'm doing it, right? And not making excuses. I think that was one thing that I did was I never made excuses for it. I struggled. I'll be honest with you. Let's be very vulnerable here because this is, authenticity. I struggled in college. I struggled when it came to University of Miami, even in like music, like theory and playing the piano and all of that was very hard for me. And even writing a paper, and I flunked it. And I had to go back and do summer school in order to work on it, come back, and they let me take it again. And that's how I was able to move forward. I asked them, I said, can I take this again, please? I know I can do better. I don't know what's going on. And they did. They actually helped me to graduate and to make it work. But the thing was that I wasn't doing well in that. And I really had to work on going, okay, what can I do to change this? I almost gave up. Like, well, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. If I'm going to flunk this, then why? And I didn't even want to ask my teachers. And I decided, why not? Why shouldn't I ask my teachers? If they're going to help me and if I can get through this, hurdle, I'm all the better for it. There's always going to be something that's going to stop you in life. There will be. There'll be something that'll stop you. But if you say, no, I'm going to get through it, there's always a way. Everything's fixable, right? Everything, you can always find a way to move through life and to go to the next chapter of your life. If you don't let fear take you down, if you don't let the past take you down, if you don't let people talking in your ear take you down, but you just say, you know what? I got this. I got this and I'm doing this and I'm moving forward. I don't care if it's, hey, I'm going to move. I'm moving. I'm going to another country. Whatever it is, you're saying, I'm doing this and I'm not letting this stop me and I'm not going to let fear take me. Because if I would have, I would not be here in LA. I would not be seeing my children succeeding. I would not be meeting all of these incredible people in my life if I would have let fear stop me. If I would have let the people that were talking to me saying, that's crazy, stop me. If I would have let anything like that go, nope. Well, how could you do that? You're just a mom. Like, what? Yes, if I would have let any of those things take me down, I would have not been here and I would have not been able to see the beautiful things that I've been seeing and meet the people that I have met. So never let that stop you. So this was just a vodcast literally about moving forward, upgrading your life and changing it. You have the choice. You're not stuck. You have a choice and you can move forward. And if you feel like, oh, I can't, remember what you've done in your life. I want you to really think about that. If you're listening to this or seeing this and you can write down in the comments, write down what are the things you've accomplished in your life. I want to read them. I want to see them. Or tell me or DM me. I want to read all of the incredible things you've done in your life. Because let me tell you, they're incredible. Whether that's even having a child. It's all incredible. You have done it. You are special. You are unique. You are one of a kind. So I hope that you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Stay happy, stay true, and always be authentic. I love you guys. Bye.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's just a game I play for